Namaskar students. In this video, we will talk about the concept of rank of any matrix. So let us start our discussion with the definition of rank. Rank of any matrix A is R. We are considering here an arbitrary matrix A and we are saying that its rank is R if it satisfies these two conditions. What are these conditions? All submatrices of order greater than R has zero determinant. Means if we are considering any minor of order r plus 1, r plus 2 in this matrix, then they are 0. They are equal to 0. And what is the second condition? As we are saying here that the rank is r, then there is at least, there may be more than one also, but there is at least one submatrix of order r with non-zero determinant. In the first one, we are saying that all submatrices of order greater than R, their determinant is 0. And if we are saying that the rank is A, then there must be at least one submatrix in this matrix A of order R whose determinant is non-zero. So these are some points regarding the rank of any matrix. The first thing is that this concept of rank is defined for any type of matrix, whether it is square matrix, whether it is rectangular matrix, whether it is singular, non-singular. We can find out the rank of any type of matrix. The rank of any matrix is unique and it is non-negative integer. Non-negative integer means it may be 0, it may be natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. But there is only one matrix whose rank is considered as 0. And what is that matrix? That matrix is null matrix. The rank of null matrix is considered as 0. So if we have matrix which is different from null matrix, then always rank will be some natural number. It will start from 1. The fourth point is here, rank of square matrix of order n is not greater than n. What we mean by this? We are saying that we have any square matrix, let it be A, and we are saying that its order is n. Now, if we check with this definition of rank, we will start with the submatrix of highest possible order. And we will be checking its determinant, that whether its determinant is 0 or non-zero. So in such situation, when we are considering a square matrix of order n, then what is the maximum possible order we have for the submatrix? Yes, that maximum possible order for the submatrix is n by n. And what will be that submatrix? It is very clear that submatrix of order n by n in this matrix A will be the matrix A itself. So since we are starting here with a submatrix of order n, as there is no possibility for any submatrix in this matrix of order n plus 1. So the maximum value which the rank can have is n. If we are getting any submatrix of order n in this A with non-zero determinant, the rank will be n. But if all submatrices of order n in this A have their determinant as 0, then in that case, we will be moving to next submatrices of order n minus 1. So that's why we are saying that if it is the square matrix of order n, then its rank will always be less than or equal to n. It will not cross this n because there is no possibility of submatrix of order greater than n in such matrix. The same thing is here in this fifth point. Now we are considering here the rectangular matrix, and suppose the order of this rectangular matrix is m by n. So if we are considering any rectangular matrix of order m by n, then what we are saying here that its rank will be less than or equal to the minimum of these two, minimum of this M and N. Suppose we have any rectangular matrix and we are saying that its order is 3 by 4. Now, if we check with this definition, we will start with the submatrix of some order, and with what order we will be starting here? The maximum possible order which we can have here for the submatrix, the maximum possible order which we can have for any minor in this matrix A, that will be 3, because we have 3 rows and 4 columns. We cannot have here a minor of order 4 because we don't have 4 rows here. So the maximum possible order which we can have here for any submatrix, that will be 3 by 3. So we will be starting with the submatrices of order 3 by 3, and we will be checking their determinants. So that's why we are saying that the maximum possible value which the rank of rectangular matrix can have, that will be the minimum of these two. See, 3 is the minimum of these two. 3 is the minimum of this 3 and 4. So if it is a case of rectangular matrix, rank will always be less than or equal to the minimum of these two, M and N, where M and N, these are the number of rows and number of columns in the given matrix. Now, in the 6th point, what we are saying, rank of non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix means its determinant is non-zero. And it is given here that the order of this non-singular matrix is N. So if we have any non-singular matrix of order N, we are saying that its rank is N. So we will be starting with submatrix of order N, and that submatrix will be this matrix itself. And what we are saying that it is non-singular, its determinant is non-zero. So what we are getting here, we are getting here a submatrix of order N, which is this matrix itself, whose determinant is non-zero. So here the rank is N. But if we say that we have any matrix, square matrix, and its order is N, and it is singular. In that case, if it is singular, its determinant will be 0. Now, what will be the maximum possible value of rank? Can it be N in this case? If the matrix is singular matrix and its order is N, the answer will be no. The rank cannot be N. Why it cannot be N? Because see again here with this definition, if we have any square matrix of order N, then again we will start checking with a submatrix of order N, and that will be this matrix itself. There will be only one submatrix of order N in this matrix A, and that will be this matrix itself. And what is its determinant? Its determinant is coming as 0, because we are saying that it is singular in nature. Now, its determinant is 0. We cannot check for any other submatrix of order N in this matrix A, because we have only one possibility, this matrix A itself, and its determinant is 0. So this condition is not fulfilled here. So we will be moving to the next order now, that will be N minus 1. And we will be checking now for all submatrices of order N minus 1, and we will be checking whether their determinants, they are equal to 0 or they are 0. If we are getting any submatrix of order N minus 1 whose determinant is non-zero, then this N minus 1 will be our rank. So that's why we are saying if we have singular matrix of order N, rank will not be N, it will be always less than N. It may be N minus 1, it may be N minus 2, it depends on the given matrix, but it will not be N. Now this last one, what we are saying here, that the rank of identity matrix. Now we are considering the identity matrix of order N. Now see, identity matrix, it is a square matrix, and also it is non-singular. We know that the determinant of any identity matrix is always 1. So if we see this definition, we check with this definition, in any identity matrix of order N, we will be starting with the submatrix of order N. And what will be that submatrix? That submatrix will be this I itself. And what is the determinant of this I? The determinant is non-zero. The determinant is 1. So the second condition is fulfilled here. So this N will be the rank. Now, let us see that how we can find out the rank of any matrix. For finding the rank of matrix, we have 2-3 ways. The first one is by using this definition which we have discussed right now, by using determinant. The second one is by reducing matrix to its normal form. To its normal form. And the third one, we can find out the rank of matrix with the help of its row echelon form. So we can find out rank of matrix using determinant. We can find out the rank of matrix by reducing matrix to its normal form. And third one, we can find out the rank of matrix by reducing it in row echelon form. In row echelon form, if we have reduced any matrix to row echelon form, then the number of non-zero rows which are present in row echelon form, that gives the rank of any matrix. Let us take some problems. The given matrix is 2, -1, 0, 5, 0, 3, 1, 4. So the matrix is given and we have to find its rank. Find rank of A. The order of this matrix is 2 by 4. 2 rows, 4 columns. If we check with this fifth point, the matrix is rectangular here. So its rank will be less than or equal to minimum of these two, M and N. So it will always be rank in this case will always be less than or equal to minimum of these two, which is 2. Why we are saying this? Let us discuss it again. Because if we check with the definition, if we use here determinants for finding the rank of this matrix, then what is the maximum possible order we can have here for the submatrix? Can we have here the submatrix of order 4 by 4? No, because we don't have 4 rows. Can we have here a submatrix of order 3 by 3? Again, the answer is no, because we don't have 3 rows, we have only 2 rows. So from where we can start? We can start here from the submatrix of order 2. And see here, this 2 is the minimum of these two, 2 and 4. So if I consider this submatrix, consider the submatrix B, which is 2, -1. We are considering these first two columns, 0, 3. And if I evaluate its determinant is 6 and it is non-zero. So in this particular matrix A, we have a submatrix of order 2 whose determinant is non-zero. And what about this first condition? The first condition is that all submatrices of order greater than R has 0 determinant. So this first, there is no need to check this one, because if we check for the submatrices of order greater than 2, then those submatrices will be of order 3 and 4 and 5. And we don't have possibility of such submatrices here in this matrix A. So we have started here from the submatrix of order 2, and we have submatrix of order 2 with non-zero determinant. So the rank of this particular matrix A will be 2. Rank of matrix A is 2. See here, there is no need to check determinant of all submatrices of order 2. If we are getting some submatrix of order 2 with non-zero determinant, just stop there. We don't have to check for all other submatrices of order 2, because what we are saying in the definition that there is at least one submatrix. So where we get such submatrix, just stop there, and no need to check for other submatrices of same order R. So that's why we have considered only one submatrix B here. And since we are getting its determinant as non-zero, so from here we have concluded that the rank of this matrix A is 2. Let us consider one more example. We have to find here the rank of the matrix, which is 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2, 6, 5. Let us name this matrix as A. And again, use the determinants method, use the definition of rank to find the rank of this matrix A. So find rank of A. The order of this matrix is 3 by 3. It is a square matrix. Now let us see this point, which we have here for the square matrix. The rank for square matrix of order n is not greater than n. It means it will always be less than or equal to n. It will not be greater than n. And it is very clear from this particular example, because from where we will be starting with the submatrix of highest possible order. And in this particular case, since the order of this matrix is 3, we cannot go for the submatrix of order 4 by 4 or for the submatrix of order 5 by 5. So from where we can start? We can start from the highest possible order, which we have here for the submatrix, and that order is 3. So we will be starting here with the submatrix of order 3. And what is that submatrix here? Since A is of order 3 by 3, so the only possibility for the submatrix of order 3 by 3 in this matrix A is the matrix A itself. So let us check that what is the determinant of this matrix A. You can verify that its determinant will be 0. Now, can rank be 3? No, because there is no submatrix of order 3 in this matrix A with non-zero determinant. We have only one submatrix of order 3 here, that is A itself, and its determinant is coming as 0. So it means that this 3 is not the rank. Now what we will be doing? Now we will be moving to the next order, which is 2. And we will be checking here for the submatrices of order 2. And if we are getting any submatrix of order 2 with non-zero determinant, we will stop there. And that will help us in making conclusion about the rank of this particular matrix. Now, if I see this submatrix, this particular submatrix, we can check here that the determinant will be 2. Consider submatrix B we have considered a submatrix of order 2 in this matrix A. Now its determinant is 2, and which is non-zero. So we are getting here the submatrix of order 2 with non-zero determinant. So the rank will be 2. Now there is no need to check for this submatrix that what is its determinant, since we are getting here one submatrix of order 2 with non-zero determinant. So from this we can conclude that rank of matrix A is 2. So in this way, we can use the definition of rank, this determinate definition, to find out the rank of any matrix. Thank you. Have a nice day.